Ellie Ward, and you are in Edit Restaurant in East London, Hackney. Edit is a hyper-seasonal restaurant. We serve a tasting menu that is focused around plants. Every dish showcases a vegetable or plant-based piece of produce that is in peak season. The main dish that we're going to serve, there's a few elements. The first being a potato variety that's purple, incredible colour, and it keeps its colour even after cooking. And we're thinly slicing that and preparing it as kind of dauphinoise style. We're serving that with the most incredible mushroom variety called chicken of the woods, which is so bizarre to look at, and it's quite bizarre to taste as well, because it has a really meaty, almost chickeny texture and flavour, which is, to be experienced if you've never tried that before. And then we also have a courgette variety that we are serving with a kind of batter that we make from a fava bean flour, which is this, one of these curious bean varieties. So that's a kind of whole medley of, really wonderful seasonal ingredients.
So our main dish at the moment on the menu, we are using wild mushrooms. They are called chicken of the wood. They are growing on the side of the tree. It's usually limited amount of them because, as I mentioned, it's a wild product and they being foraged. So only when in the forest it's very damp and wet because it was raining. What we are doing with them, we are putting them on a pan with just some butter on the beginning. So basically the way how I am treating them, I will say that I will treat them as chicken breast. So put them on a pan with some salt, pepper, and also we are having it's a vegetable powder made from brew that we are making out of veggies and all of the offcuts, and we will fry them on the pot. And time to time, when I see those mushrooms are one of those kinds that actually they don't have that much water inside of them. So usually mushrooms will shrink in the moment that all of the water is being released. Those ones, since they are not that juicy, they will keep the shape, they will not shrink, and everything that you will put on a pot, they will absorb. On both sides, a little bit of the pepper, and also in the end I will drop a little bit of the fresh thyme on them just to enhance the flavor a little bit. Over here on the second pot I put spring garlic. So this is the first little form how the garlic bulbs are growing, because from this part, if you will not harvest it, the whole garlic will start grow. But they are harvesting them just as springs, and they have a very, very nice garlicky flavor inside. And this and this. So all of the mushrooms, if you are not blanching them before, you need to make sure that you will cook them through quite well, only because time to time, not everyone is very used to consuming them. And I will say that when you cook them longer, they will just not upset your stomach if you might have any problems. And then I will put them also on the side. We are having our potato, which we are making in a way that we slicing the Violetta potatoes very thin and putting them, making a batter made out of the butter and a cream and a little bit of the garlic powder, and they are built up in the layers, as you can see, and pressed very tightly to create this butterness just between the layers. And with all of that, we had our courgettes. That it's a round courgette, sliced thinly. It's being baked together with fava bean flour.
Go with our pea shoots, adding in some cold pressed rapeseed oil that we've put in some garlic inside to like preserve that. Just give those a little. Here. Create the height, and I want to make these mushrooms sort of like stand out on their own, and to be the forefront of it when you bring it over to the table. Someone's gonna be like, whoa, but also still have everything else surrounding to be important too. And I guess when I like to plate things, kind of like to get people, like, not to separate things, but to get people like following with their eyes and like going, oh, to here, to there, and not just like it's all in the middle. Just, yeah, like a collective kind of, so everything can be eating individually, but also like together.
And then we make the dots all around. We made our sauce from fresh herbs. So it's fresh oregano, tarragon, parsley, and chili flakes. A little bit with the red wine vinegar. And just on the top of our courgette flowers, we are having a spice called green za'atar. They call it from Ren's Pantry. And it's like just a little touch to enhance the flavor.
Then we will finish with our wild garlic buds that we've brined to preserve them. So this is before they flowered. So it's just a 5% brine, so like vinegar, sugar and salt, so water. So they keep that garlicky flavour, but just slightly fermented and just...
And as usual, final touch with a little bit of the salt on the top and a drizzle of oil. We together, I think we are quite a good team, and I'm quite glad that I have Shai on my side.